everyone, you're welcome to this video tutorial. Wherever you are seeing this video, if it's on a group, if it's on a channel, if it's on a YouTube channel, if it's on a Telegram channel, anyway you are seeing this video, you are welcome. This is Samuel Precious, and in this video you are going to be learning how you can perform simple background manipulation operations. All right, now this video is going to be as short as possible, but I would also make sure that you learn something new. Like I always say, you can't watch my video without getting something new from the video. All right, so if you are watching from any other place, all right, and you have any question, make sure you reach out to me. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and check the the video description for any gift I may have for you, and make sure you implement whatever thing you're going to be learning from this video. This is a premium video, but you are getting it for free. Okay, so make sure you maximize what you're going to be learning. So let's kickstart as I go to my pixellab, and let me clear everything. So I'm going to be starting with a white background. You know, maybe you're trying to create a corporate design and you need to put some things at the background. Okay, so the first thing I would like to tell you about in this situation is that when you're creating a design with white background, it's not always the best to leave it the way it is, white, you know, the color white at the background. You could as well do some, you know, certain things to make it more engaging. So the first thing you can do is to texture the background. The second thing you can do is to blend in some interactive stuff to the background, and these interactive things you can blend in, it varies depending on the function of the design, depending on the targeted audience. All right, so let me start from the simple part of this, which is making use of texture. So should I okay, I don't know why this thing's doing like this. Let me just let me get off the data and do not disturb. I don't want disturbance. Okay, all right, so from gallery, so you should have learned how to grab whatever resources you need from Pinterest. Okay, so you search for resources that suits your need, and you know, get lots of them together, especially your backgrounds, and combine them to just communicate the ideas you want. Especially if you're a church designer, you need this a lot. So here we have okay, I have my textures here. All right, so here is a texture I love to use most of the time for plain stuffs. So just make it square from this place, maybe reduce the size to avoid the boundaries. Okay, I place it here and I increase the size to cover my canvas, and I come over here to reduce the opacity. So the first step in background manipulation is making making use of this opacity too. Okay, so I think 2 is okay, so you lock it up. So this is the first type of manipulation. This just only is okay for you to get started with background manipulation. So I'm very sure this is just too simple, isn't it? All right, so let me see if I can get one more texture that may be a little bit different from this, so you could know where to use all those things. All right, so let me see. Yes, now this kind of texture you need to do some things. All right, square it. Let me hide this one and increase the size of this and centralize it. It's too small and centralize, and I'll lock it up. All right, but I'll select it and go to, now this one, if you reduce the opacity, it may not give you what you need. The white would be affected. The reason why the first one wasn't affected was because white was part of it. So the only thing we are reducing the opacity is the black, because there is white there. The white there is not affected, honestly, because the background is already white, so there wouldn't be any difference. You get what I'm saying? All right, so you come to erase color, enable it, and nothing is actually happening because you have color white here. So you have to click on the speaker tool, pick, which color is very consistent here. We have two colors, green, light green and deep green. I think the deeper one is more consistent because this lighter one is having some dots. So click on the one that is more consistent and solid. Click on it. So you can see selected. Click on it. Click on it. Selected. Mark it. All right. So increase the tolerance to suit your need. So I think this is good enough. So you can still come ahead to reduce the opacity. You can still come ahead to reduce the opacity. You can see that. All right. So that is everything you need to know about this. That is everything you need to know about this. Yes, you might have seen something like this in any design before. All right, so let's go a bit to the complicated part of this. Now, lastly, on white background, there is a lot of things you need to know about this, and I'm gonna show you everything. So you want to make it interactive. I'm gonna go to my pins if I have stuff like that. Right, just give me a few minutes. Okay, let me just make use of this building. All right. Okay, so let me increase the size to cover the whole thing. So centralize the guy, and as usual you reduce the opacity. Okay, so I don't want it to look like this, so I'm gonna come to my shape and bring this guy here and just increase. Just watch what I'm doing. All right, so watch what I'm doing. Come to gradient, click on plus. So you see this guy here, make it white by dragging this in the center. This one here, make it transparent by dragging the last one to the left hand side. So we have something like this. Good. So it is white and it's still white. So you bring it, copy it, place it, copy it. You can increase the size a bit, place it. You can copy it and do it one more time. So everything is faded in perfectly. So you could change whatever you have at the background. You could bring in another kind of another kind of building. In this situation, it's always good to make use of a building. All right, this building is not having quality though, but I'm gonna just use it. Go to the back. All right, then reduce the opacity. You can see that this is not looking good at all, so make sure you use a very good image. Let me grab another better image. I used to get this image, but I don't have it anymore. It's like a building, you know, skyscraper, stuff like that. You can go to Pinterest and search for skyscrapers, so you get to understand what I'm talking about. All right. So yes, we are getting there. All right. Okay, and for a church design, you could also use stuff like this. Heavenly backgrounds. All right, you can use stuff like this. Something that has shadows. So you just reduce the opacity straight. Reduce it. So you can send it to the back. So you see the difference there. Let's send it to the back. Yes. All right, so you can see how this background works so perfectly with church. This is a churchy kind of design, you understand that? So it is a churchy kind of design, and if I should continue like this, we will not finish today. So let me just show you another style. Even for this white background, we still have another style to make you blend your background more perfectly. All right, let me change the color of the background first to yellow so you can see the effect. So you create this thing. I hope you know how to create this already. All right, so you can rotate it like this, rotate it, or while you are creating it, you swap the position. You already know what I mean. Make sure the transparent part is below and the white side is above, or stuff like that. Okay, so if you are working with a yellow background, you would use yellow for this thing. If you are working with the white background, you use white, but we are working with the white background. I only made the background yellow so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to change the background back to white when we are done so you can see the effect. So you just come to texture, click on texture, then open from this place, then whatever background you want to blend in, you go look for it. You go look for the background you want to blend in. I hope I see something better. All right, I hope I see something better. Should I pick this guy here? So this is a bit off, the color is too deep for white background, but I'm gonna use it for the sake of reference, for the sake of the knowledge, so you will see the impact and the best way to use it. All right, now there's a mistake. I will show you why it's like that now. I wasn't thinking about that actually, so let me show you. In a situation like this, if you are trying to mask a shape that is a perfect square, make sure whatever you are masking it into is also a perfect square. So this is now the shape I want to merge this with, I want to mask this with is a rectangle. It's as wide as something like this. So if I do it like this, you can see that it's not going to, it may not be exact, but it's not going to double. You know, I don't know, maybe if you have encountered such problems before. All right, so you can see the effect. So let's make the background white. Let's make the background white again. Now you can see this is perfectly blended in, and then you can come over to reduce the opacity further, so that you see how it's so neat. You can't see any edges here, despite the fact that we are not covering the background. All right, so let me texture, delete, and bring in another kind of texture. I think you have understood the logic behind this, what we did just now. Yes, let me use this. So I'll bring it like this. Think it's good. All right, so you can see how that thing is just faded in. You can see how it is faded in like that, so it's perfect. So let's assume this is a white skyscraper, like the background I used to use back then. I no longer have that building. All right, so it's just the way it is. It's as simple as this. Then you can continue with whatever design you are creating. All right, so let's move to the main business of the day. Let's do some church designs. All right, so from gallery, okay, so let's just look for a church kind of background. Now this background, they have manipulated it already for you. So I would create something like this, okay, without using this. So let me cut off that part. So it won't be like we are doing something that have been done before, ready-made design, you understand? So this will be our main background. I lock it. Okay, so you come over here from gallery, and I think I have more church backgrounds in this folder. I have more church backgrounds in this folder. Okay, so okay, yes. Now I'm confused on what to use because I've got lots of them here, and all of them are calling me to use them. So which one I'm gonna go with now? So I'll go with one that works best for my kind of background. So let me take this guy first. Let me take this guy. So make sure it is square. Then here you come to your color filters. All right, you this thing until it's looking like this color. I think this is, yes, this is looking like the color we have, at least major part of it. Okay, so let me reduce the saturation. It's too saturated. Then come over to opacity and reduce the opacity. Okay, what am I trying to achieve with this? This background is not giving what I want. It's too plain. I need something that has element in it, something that has substance. Yeah, something like this. So I need this lower part. Let me square this, reduce the size, and bring it down. I need this darker part of it. So I repeat the same step. You can reduce the opacity first, but I prefer hewing it first. So you continue to hew it until you get exactly what you need, right? Yes, you're getting something closer to purple, pink, and stuff like that. So is it too saturated? No, I think it's okay. So let me reduce the opacity reduce. So increase the size. So reduce the opacity further. Okay. So this is one, you lock it. So let's bring in another. We are creating a background that is interactive, not just something plain. That's just something plain. Okay. So yes, I created the background earlier in PS Touch. Yes, let me look for the background. I love it so much. Yes, this is it. So this background was blurred. I would have showed you how to do that in this video, but something very simple. Go to your PS CC 2019, that's PS Touch, or your PixArt. I think they do it on Photo Room, also on Lightroom, even on Snapseed. Just look for how to blur. Okay, so you blur the background. This is Gaussian blur, and bring it down here, and increase the size. So just reduce the size a bit. Okay. Now I've seen the gradient effect I'm looking for. So come again. You can see the background is, all these backgrounds are not useless. If I should hide one, you will see the effect. If I should hide this, you will see the effect. All right. So you will not even know, if you are not a professional, that this thing, a lot of work has been going on here. You see this simple design looking great. It's because something has been going on and you are not aware. Everything looks plain to you. But by the time you try to replicate such design, discover that your own is not looking great. It's because you have not done any background work. That's just the basic reason. You have not done any background work, and that is why you are learning this. And let me look for something else interactive. Let me see if this fire something would. I think I've used this background before. Someone blurred this background as, this is motion blur. You can achieve this on PixArt. So reduce the opacity. Oh yeah, this is what's up. Yeah, see, now we're creating something really good out here. So I'm gonna lock this up. Make sure whatever you're doing, the colors are matching. If the colors are not matching, hue it. And you don't have to make sure all of them are the same color. What I said is that the colors must be matching, not that the colors must always be the same thing. No. All right. I don't need you, bro. Get out of here. So let's assume okay. So let's assume I want to put people praying, and this is the main work. So make sure you listen. You see people praying. This could be a normal picture, and thank God this picture is going well with our background already. So you reduce the size. I don't want it to be too close to the lower part of the design. Then you come to your eraser and enable this in, and you just, all right, don't make it straight, just do it anyhow, but don't make it too bad. Don't make it too bad. All right, I think we are good here. So coin this. Just do whatever I'm doing, right? So I think we are good. So just come over here and reduce the opacity. Okay. Yeah. So that is on this side. So you can come over here, come to your shape. I've done this thing in most of my videos. If you are subscribed to my channel, you would know what I'm talking about. So reduce the opacity, increase the stroke, and reduce the size to make sure nothing's in the center, and increase the blur radius, then increase the whole thing itself. You can come over here to reduce the opacity. Yeah, so you can use this guy as much as you like. So give it a color of yes, red is not bad. Should I make it deeper? All right, I should go deeper. All right, so copy it, make it something deep in blue or purple, or put it on top of it so that it will look like it's still the same background. Okay, so you can copy this as well. and put it here also. So just do it the way you want. Just do it the way you want. All right, so you can lock. Sorry. So I think we should be good here. So you could as well copy this and invert it here, put it somewhere around here. But I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be putting another picture down there. So let's assume you have a real picture, a picture that was taken, take out something like that here, or you have normal picture that you really want to incorporate into your background. And sorry, I think this should be on the photo room. So let's see what's up. A few seconds here, please. Oh, here's the guy praying. I think the other guy should be around here. So this should be the guy I'm talking about. Let's use him. He's just appearing. So you can't see the guy now. He's facing you. I want him to face the other side. So click on crop. Click on this guy. This place. So he's now here. He's here. So he's well hidden. So we can first come to eraser and erase the lower part of his body. All right. Erase the lower part of his body. All right. So come to opacity, reduce the opacity. So well. So you can still adjust the size. All right. So then you can copy one of these guys. Just copy and bring it here. Copy, bring it here. Then copy the last one. You can change the color to a little bit kind of pink. Yes. All right. So you lock it up. Okay. So we can still add a lot more. I can work on 12 backgrounds, 13, 15 backgrounds, depending on what I want to achieve. And at the end of the day, everything will look so sweet after you create your design completely and you kind of enhance it. Everything will be popping. All right, so let's see if we can do some more magic. I love this light, so I'm going to put light. So this one, let me reduce the opacity first. Yes, just place it on top of everything. This opacity. So there are two ways you can do this one. Let me see if it will work. Come to erase color. You try things out. Erase the dark. Let's look at any dark part of it and erase it. Then increase the tolerance as much as you can. Okay, so opacity, reduce this. Come back to your filter and filter this thing. Hue. Okay, so come to filter again, contrast, to make that light shine. This is not working as I want it. I don't want those people praying again there, so I need light. Now I need light. Okay, so I think I have something that have light. I used it recently. Yes, so I used it for a design I did recently, and at the end of this video I will show you the design. So you come over here. I only need this light here and this man jumping over this dangerous path. So I will come to my eraser tool and erase this. This color will not help me at all because it's not related to any color I use, and if I should hue it, the other part of the image would be affected. I'm pretty much sure you know that. So I'm just gonna erase all this. Alright, so okay, so reduce the size, place it at the center where you want it to be. Okay, so come to opacity a bit. You may not even reduce the opacity if you are good enough, but you may reduce the bit so that there will be coherence or a little bit of relationship. So come to color filter. This is the best, the kind of background for this. You should be relating to the main background. So I think this is more related now. So come to filter again, increase the contrast, increase it so well. Then you can come back. Let me reduce the opacity a little bit more. If you are used to lens flare, you can adjust all the other stuff with lens flare. All right, let me bring it back so that, okay, all this guy would have covered it up. So let me bring it up a bit. All right, so let's copy these guys. Copy. So arrange it, the opacity, increase the opacity, and just make sure you work your way through. Place it at the edges of it. Bring this like this. So come to color. Okay, so put it on red. Put it on red. So the red will now help you do whatever you want to do. So try to do something here. Increase the size. So come back to your color, and the red should be relating to pink. Yes. So you copy it. Copy it, place it here. Copy it, place it here. Okay, you can continue doing that, copying and placing. Copying and placing. So you change the color of this one to blue, so that everything will not just not change the whole concept of the background. You can change this one also to blue. All right, so I think we are good now. So you bring those guys up, those guys that we hide their glory. Let's bring them back to limelight. Oh yeah, so let me just work with all these things. It's so simple. Okay. So these people that pray, let's bring them up here. Yes, this is so perfect. This is so perfect. So everything will be more perfected if you are now these people praying. Something is wrong here. So select them. You can see they are disturbing the light. Come to your eraser. You should learn how to adjust. All these things are not absolute. You just be understanding. All right. Sure you have understanding of what you are doing, so you can know how to adjust. Don't copy steps. If you are copying steps, you end up doing the wrong thing. Okay, just copy the concept and apply it. This guy should live here, man. Okay, let me bring this one to front a bit. All right, yes. So let me bring him back. This one guy here disturbing him. I think we are good. So for each of this picture, increase their contrast so they can shine a bit. Let me reduce the saturation of this one because the color is too. Yeah, so come back here. Increase the sharpness. That's the contrast for pixellab. That's the job. So reduce the saturation a little bit. Then we are good to go. So this background is sweet and ready. You can do whatever you want to do with them. When you're editing your design further, you would see how all this background be popping out. Let me reduce the saturation. Let me work with the brightness. Okay, so this is good. So imagine you putting a lens flare in the center of this. That would be too sweet. Too sweet. So let me see if I can get any reasonable design out of it. Okay, sorry, let me just write something. Thunder power. I don't know why this thing just come to my mind. Okay, thunder power. So if you have created your background, your design is already, it's just ready, because background is the main thing. I don't even have any font in mind. What do I do? Let me search for this guy. I love it so much. Purelium. You can use Bebas also. Let me style it here. Let me give it white. Okay, so let's go gradient. So this one will be, start from here. This one will be white. This one would be, let's say this. Okay. So let's work with this. All right. So thunder power. All right. So you can see what I'm saying. So let me delete the power here, so the power can be independent. So the thunder, let's centralize it. The power. So you can increase the power. So let me teach you something. Let me give you a bonus. So this thunder, okay, let's adjust the padding. All right, so this thunder, give it a shadow and bring it to the front, then go back to the shadow, then give the offset Y. Okay, then reduce opacity. So the color should be this color or red, but make it deeper. That's just the way it is. It's too deep. Come back and reduce the opacity. Oh yeah, this is sweet. This is sweet. All right, so should we make it a complete design? Because me, I'm loving it already. Okay, so let's add a couple of things to it. Let's add a couple of things to it. Why am I clicking on this? Let's see if we can find a pastor here. Forgive me. Photo room. Yes. So let's use our dear Pastor Apostle Lazarus. Okay, so I think his picture is good enough. There's nothing else to this picture is giving me joy. All right, so I'll take the thunder app, take it up, and this power, thunder power. So you can then improvise, add dates, the name of, okay, let me just complete this for you guys. So come to shape, do the same thing I did earlier. All right, so this is good enough. So come here and change the color to black. So do this. Can copy it. Unlock it. Okay, so let's write his name. When we are using a picture of a popular person, not even only a man of God, make sure you write the real name, so you don't appear unserious to people seeing your design. Opposed to Femi Lazarus, if of course you know their name. All right, if of course you know their name. There's a Femi Lazarus. So the color is going to be white. let me use a font. Can I use you, bro? Oh, sorry, let me use this light one for this and use the deeper one for this. Line spacing, all caps. So you could decide to use any kind of alignment. It's not really important that much here. Alright, opposed to Finalizing, that's thunder power. And there is still something we could add to this to make it more interactive. Okay, so let's come here. Plus just watch me as I do my thing. Let me do my thing. Okay, so this should be for our dates. Let me do something with the perspective. Opacity, stroke color white. Alright, let me copy it and see which one is better. Okay, still the same thing. So for here, come to front, edit, then 6. So the 6th will be, let me use base. No, it's looking like the first font, Bebas, sorry. It's looking like the Pirellium we use, Bebas no regular. So I'm gonna increase the size and put it up here and slant it, and reduce the size and change the color to white and go to the padding and do one or two things there. Right padding. Okay, put this one here and change it to white. Okay, to be 2024. What's going on? 2024. Okay, so come to line spacing and do your thing. Increase the size. I think that's all we got here. So 6th, then copy this one. 6th November, December, this dot. Alright, so color is gonna be black, right? Yeah, it's gonna be black, and our font is gonna be the deeper version of this guy. Base no trial. Then we're gonna increase the size. So we move it here. So we are good to go. So I will save this design and I would let me look for something else to cover it all to make the background even sweeter. If I'm to create this design, actually I'm still gonna do a lot of work here, but basically I think this is good enough. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is good enough. It's something dark. I love dark stuffs. Dark, something dark. I could have used this one, but it's not related to church. Yes. I'll live by the word. It's just the way it is. I could have just sent it back. So come back. Okay. So reduce the background, reduce opacity rather. Oh yes. So I think 7 cool. Then we save up our design. Excuse me. Still looking at something. I don't want to leave, honestly speaking. Yeah, jump over 2 more guys. Okay, calm down. I think this should do it. Yeah, this should do. So this is exactly what I'm looking for. And I'll copy this guy. Reduce the size. Copy again. Copy again. Yes. So this is done now. I will bring this one to the front. This 2024. I think it's been covered there. 2024 and the bring it to the front. Yes. Alright, so we are good to go. I'm gonna save my design. And then I can go over to do whatever I need to do with it. Use PNG and Ultra. There are better ways though, but for the sake of this video, let's just save our design, and you can go over to Snapseed, to whatever thing you use. Alright, whatever application you use, and to enhance it, you can take it to PixellArt and finally to Lightroom, whatever thing you use at all. Alright, so you're welcome back. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're welcome to my YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe. If you have any question, you can always hit my DM. You will see my number being displayed on the screen, and also the link to our Telegram channel being displayed on the screen, where you could get resources. All the resources I'm using here, you will find them there. All right, so welcome.